Hello everyone and welcome to this Christmas video from me. It's been a minute since I've done a video like this. I think the last one I did was on Thanksgiving, and I wanted to use this as an opportunity to say Merry Christmas. I hope you're all doing well. And I also wanted to use this in lieu of a Christmas card. So I'm hoping to send this to most of you on my mailing list. And I thought it would be kind of fun to take a few minutes and just go back over the year and some of the things that I've done and a couple of things that I am looking at doing in the first couple months of 2021, Lord willing. Um, I don't want to plan too far ahead because who knows what can happen in a year like we've had the past year. But hope you're all doing well. Hope you all ate something nice and had some fun today. I've been doing more reading since I talked to you last. The last book I talked to you guys about was Burro Genius by Victor Villaseñor. And I told you that it was my goal to finish that book, 576 pages of it, and I have done that. I'm hoping to put up a review, maybe not before the end of the year, but perhaps it depends. And I've also recently finished Ready Player 2, the sequel to Ready Player 1 by Ernest Cline. So you may see reviews of those a little later. I haven't seen many comments from some of you, so I know I have a few more subscribers than I did before. And I hope that these videos are useful and informative to you. Um, as far as what I did this year, I was looking at earlier in the year, and this feels like about 3 years rolled into one for me. Like the beginning of the year doesn't feel like the same year as the last 6 months or so. I don't know if that's the way it is for you, but that certainly is the way that it's felt for me. At the beginning of the year, one of the resolutions that I sort of made for myself was to read more from my shelves and to generally use more stuff at home and to shop less. And it came about in a different way than I expected, but I definitely have met that goal. Um, and a lot of the books off my shelves, about a third of the books that I read this year. Um, right now, I think as of today, the total is at 37, which is considerably below what I normally read, but it's higher than I have read in the last couple of years. Um, but I did manage to donate some books before the pandemic hit. Calculus practice was another thing that I've been talking about for quite some time. If you've been following my videos, and I certainly did get that in this semester. So for those of you who will be taking pre-calculus or calculus in the next 3 to 6 months, um, I've been warming up for you. I'm not where I should be, but I'm not where I used to be. So hopefully that will materialize for our mutual benefit. And so that was pretty much January, February. And then um, I wanted to get something new started for the new year. And one of the things that the pandemic has done for me, as it has done for a lot of us, and I've referenced this in other videos, so I won't belabor the point here. But y'all know how I feel about Zoom and how much I've used it both at work and in my personal life. And learning how to use Zoom was quite a learning curve. If you want to know a little bit about what um, that experience was like, go back and look at some of the videos from mid-March, late March, early April. I started this channel on the 15th, I believe it was, of March. And by mid-April, a couple months later, I had already done almost a dozen videos, I think. Um, and I was experimenting by doing some book reviews. I was doing a book review for quite some time every week during the quarantine. So there's quite a backlog of those if you care to go and look. And I may do, like I said, a couple more. Um, I did that. And then in April, I made the first of my tutoring policy changes. It was a temporary change, but I moved to completely free tutoring for the first month, I think it was, or 2 weeks or so, through it turned out to be through about the end of April, started in March, and I think I did it for a month. But after that, I did go to a sliding scale, which I'm currently on. So if you are my client or you will be my client sometime next year, I do have a sliding scale. I can send you the tutoring policies if you're interested. I will be sending out a slightly revised version of that in January. So, for those of you who have been my clients for some time, you won't see much change. The only two things, as I've said, the sliding scale I plan to leave intact for the whole of 2021. Um, and also, something that I started in, I believe it was August this year, is if you are a client or a former client and you have or you know a minor, 18 years or younger, who's in high school, they could be in their first year of college perhaps. But if you know a minor under the age of 18 and they need math help, I will tutor them free of charge. They can text me, they can email me, whatever you need to do. But if you have a minor child, it started with some clients of mine who had minors in school when we first started the virtual learning thing, and some students don't have access to tutoring. So if you're more interested in that, please let me know. Um, but as I said, the new schedules will go out, or I should say, the new policies will go out in January, and I will hopefully have my schedule at that time when it goes out, or I'll have a good idea of what it possibly will be. Um, as it stands right now, Cerritos College is virtual, and we're virtual for at least the next 6 months until the end of May. They haven't told us beyond that, but there's a few rumors that we may be virtual in the fall as well, which would put us all the way through the year. But again, I can't verify that, but I can say that we're definitely virtual until May of 2021. So I will be coming to you live from behind the screen for the foreseeable future, folks. And for those of you who are wondering about our household, the housemates have managed to stay healthy. I've managed to stay healthy for the most part. We had one bout of some kind of respiratory virus that was floating around for a while, and we were kind of sick. We've had several staff who have been exposed to COVID multiple times in the last few months, but no COVID infections, thank God. We have the PPE, we have the precautions, we still observe the hand washing, the social distancing, all that as much as possible here. And We limit visitors. Visitors have to be pre-approved by the facility. So um, visitations are out of the question. But if you do want to see me, if you do want to interact, feel free to call me. Feel free to email. We can always Zoom, folks. And by the way, for those of you who do have Zoom, just a little piece of information that I found out. Zoom is temporarily removing their 40-minute hold on holiday accounts. I mean, on holiday celebrations for the last day of Hanukkah, the last day of the year, Christmas, all the high school, I was going to say high school, all of the holiday celebrations. They've removed the 40-minute time limit for the free account. So they're doing a few other things too. If you're interested, take a look at the Zoom page. I did want to give a virtual shout out once again to some of my clients who have graduated or will be graduating soon. Some of you started college this fall, or started in the spring, or will be starting in the fall. So congratulations to you, and I hope to see you in the flesh sometime soon. Uh, we were talking about a virtual graduation ceremony for Cerritos in the spring of 2021, and it just looks like the public health situation here in LA County just won't allow that. It's out of control right now, so they've kind of put a stop to any of that. And they haven't really told us what they're planning to do. So just hang for a couple of months and we'll see what happens with that. A couple of other things that I wanted to mention. A few of you got a message from me maybe a week, 10 days ago saying that my phone had finally died. I had a T-Mobile Rebel 3 and it finally gave up the ghost. It had been giving me problems for quite some time and it just finally could go on no more. And so I ordered a new phone. I have a new phone. It's a T-Mobile Rebel 4 Plus. And it's all ready to go. So you can feel free to call me and expect a response. We do have a lot going on at this time of year, even with the quarantine. There's um, we have Christmas today, then we have one of my housemates' birthdays is tomorrow. We have a staff birthday on the 29th of this month, and then we have New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. And then we go into the first round of tutor trainings the first week of January. And we return for tutoring on the 11th of January for Cerritos. Now, if you have a class that's starting at another school and it starts before that, please get in touch with me. Let me know what your dates are so I can make plans accordingly. This year's in flux. There's plenty of time slots open. Just let me know what you need. And as far as next year goes, I think I'm going to try and post once a week. I'm going to try and post once a week, even if it's a book review, if it's a video for a math explanation. I was doing that. That didn't work out as well as I had hoped it would. But if you are interested in that, if you do have a specific topic or a specific problem that you would like me to make a video explanation of, get in touch with me and I can do that. If you'd like to see some samples of what I do, there's a few of them on my channel. Most of them are private, but there's a few that are open. If you're interested in seeing some, let me know what level you're on and I can send you some that won't divulge student information. So I think that's about it for now. I just wanted to come on and make you aware of that and tell you that we're all safe. We're keeping on here, and I wouldn't expect to see us emerge from this current situation until a vaccine is more widely available. And as some of you have asked, we are close to the front of the line, but we're not the front of the line. We're in probably the first phase, but we're like the third or fourth level in, because the people that live here are, yes, we have disabilities. Yes, we have some pre-existing conditions. However, we're not classed as medically fragile, and we're not healthcare workers, and we're not first responders. So it may take a while for us to see the vaccine and the prevention. And even after that, it may take a while for them to allow us to be out and interactive again. But just rest assured that I'm thinking about all of you. I hope you all have a great new year, and I hope that you will contact me anytime, and let's have a positive 2021 no matter what happens. Okay, take care, guys. Hope this little update has given you a bit of insight into some of the things that I've done this year, giving you a little bit of a recap. And like I said, the videos on my channel in March through about June will give you a bit of an insight into some of the stuff that I got into back then. And some of that is still going on. So if you have any questions, any comments, drop them below in the comment section, or drop me an email, give me a phone call, whatever you prefer. Take care, be well, stay safe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.